hot topics are not punk rock. Heyo! What's up, party people? Welcome to the Neverfall Show, everybody. I'm your host, Neverfall. Today we have an incredible guest. She is an expert in affordable housing. She's a former Derby girl. She's the executive director of Heart of Taos, which is an organization that assists women and children that are experiencing homelessness. So let's get right into it and introduce Kimberly Park to the show. Welcome to the show, Kimberly.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Thanks for taking the time out to do the show. We really appreciate you.
Thanks for doing this.
So, Kimberly, where'd you grow up?
Well, I'm from LA, born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
And what kind of things do you like to do for fun?
Well, I love the mountains, hiking and playing with my dogs. They're all right here laying next to me. I grew up doing everything from martial arts to roller derby, active things like frisbee and snowboarding.
So what kind of martial arts are you into?
Well, I grew up doing taekwondo. There was a local place in our neighborhood, and our whole family basically went there and did that for most of my young life. And then, I tried capoeira and jeet kune do.
And you mentioned that you did roller derby. Tell us about that.
Yeah, back in LA when we were still living there, I joined LA Derby Dolls. Did that for a couple of years. That was really fun. Got injured, so I couldn't really continue, but I still have my skates and it's still fun, but I haven't played roller derby in a really long time.
Roller derby is a lot of fun. I've been to a few of the matches, and it's one of the best live things you can see. And then you also like gaming, is that correct?
Yeah. I love all games, but I love Candy Crush because it's so just mind-numbing, and after a long day, it's something that I love to play. And I love puzzles and Words with Friends, and because they're just so fun and mind-numbing and easy to play. I've played RPGs such as Baldur's Gate or Guild Wars 2. And yeah, I like a lot of games, but don't have a whole lot of time to play all of them.
This just in, we're getting breaking news from the captain of the Brooklyn Police Department. Let's take it over to Raymond and see what he thinks about Candy Crush.
Fine. I might have been playing crazy cupcakes.
It's so addictive, right?
Yes, well, I have a tremendous amount of self-control.
Your pants are up, I'm coming in. Captain.
I am captain of this precinct, and you are my assistant. I have given you a direct order to leave. I do not have a problem. If I want to play crazy cupcakes, I will play crazy cupcakes.
Thanks a lot for that excellent reporting, Raymond. We'll check back with you at a later time and see what's up. So at this part of the show is where the guests will talk about their activism, and Kimberly brought some theme music with her. Tell us about your theme music, Kimberly.
It's Beast by Nico Vega. My friend Joy, that I met back in roller derby 15 years ago, introduced me to them and also took me to one of their shows or a few of their shows, and I got to see the song live, and it just blew my socks off. And I was grateful to be able to go with her to see them multiple times and, meet them, and they're all awesome. But the song is really powerful and also is very meaningful to the work that I've done for so long.
So what's the song about?
Well, it's about the working class mainly. So, and it's just about helping your neighbor, helping your community, basically, and that we need to do this together and with love. So it sounds really rough. It's a rough song, but it has a really good positive message.
Well, here it is, Beast by Nico Vega.
Start
Wow, what an amazing song. So tell us a little bit about your mission.
Here, have $1. In fact, nah, brother man, here, have two. $2 means a snack for me, but it means a big deal to you.
Yeah, my mission is sustainable and affordable housing and living. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to help people. I grew up doing various things, volunteering at shelters, food banks, hospitals. I basically wanted to work for an organization that really helped people. Back when I was 25, I sent my resume out to a bunch of different nonprofits, and there was one specific one that explained basically the housing first model.
So what is the housing first model?
The housing first model is basically known as permanent supportive housing, and that in its most basic terms is basically affordable housing with support services. So support services can be anything from mental health services, recovery services, anything like that.
So what was the name of the organization that you started working with, and how old were you when you started working there?
Well, the first organization I worked for was Clifford Beers Housing, and I was about 25 years old. Clifford Beers Housing was actually created by Mental Health America of Los Angeles. Mental Health America of Los Angeles created Clifford Beers Housing to have a housing organization focused on affordable permanent housing for people experiencing mental health issues. The reason why I really believe in the housing first model, which is permanent supportive housing, is because it creates a real pathway to healing. People experiencing chronic homelessness, mental health issues, addiction, incarceration, those people need a pathway to stability. The Housing First model allows people to have an affordable and permanent place to stay and live while they focus on their healing, their sobriety, their mental health.
So how does your organization focus on affordable housing today?
Well, now we are focused on sustainable, affordable housing. The reason for homelessness and housing instability is the lack of affordable housing. And for an organization like Heart of Taos being so small, our way of addressing that housing crisis is by building sustainable, affordable housing. We have to think about capital and operating costs, including utilities. Using sustainable materials and sustainable designs helps us address those costs. So if we save money through sustainable designs and renewable energies, then we can pass on those savings to our residents. And this helps on a personal level as well. So saving money equals making money. So if you can save money with your power by using solar, wind, or other renewable energies, then that means that you don't have to make as much money to pay for those costs.
So you currently have land to build these on, is that correct?
Yeah, we received 1 acre of land donated by an anonymous donor to build at least one family home that is sustainable and affordable.
So you have land and you have the organization. What's the next step for you?
So our next step is to get a civil engineer to assess the land. We need the assessment done so that we can figure out how to build our very first home. We plan to make it as sustainable and renewable as possible.
So how do you plan to power the home?
Well, we plan to use renewable energies such as solar, wind.
And what's your plan for water for the home?
We plan to have water harvesting on site, and also we have a shared well.
And then how do you plan to do natural gas to this unit?
We plan to use biogas, which converts waste into gas.
So I hear you have a friend that has a new kind of septic system management. Is that true?
Yes, it basically turns your septic system into a sewage treatment plant.
So it sounds like you have everything that you need to really start this project.
Well, what we need is help with social media, spreading the word about what we're doing. The more people that know about it, the more funding that we'll be able to get. We're planning some fundraising events coming up here soon, so be on the lookout, and those funds will go to fund this type of project.
So the different ways that you fund this organization are from private donors. Occasionally you do fundraising from live events, and you've written grants that would give you funding. Is that correct?
Yes, but mainly we are funded by private donations.
But you recently wrote a grant for the EPA, is that correct? For a large amount of funding.
Yes, we wrote a grant to the EPA to fund these types of housing projects.
So how can someone learn more about your organization and the project that you're doing and possibly fund you if they're interested in doing that?
Well, you can go to taosheart.org. That's our website. That's TAOSHEART.org. Or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Heart of Taos.
Well, thank you so much for your time and activism. We definitely plan on having you as a regular guest on the show. This just in, we're getting breaking news from one of our sideline reporters. Let's take it over to Bikini Kill and see what they think about Kimberly's activism. Thank you for that incredible reporting, Bikini Kill. I agree. Kimberly is the queen of our world. So basically, Kimberly's idea is the housing first model, affordable homes that are run on renewable energy. Sounds like an amazing plan. So now we'll move over to the revolutionary or roadblock segment, and we'll have our guests choose a revolutionary or roadblock.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now.
So what's it going to be, Kimberly? Revolutionary or roadblock?
I'm going to choose revolutionary, and I choose Jim Bonar.
So who's Jim Bonar?
Jim was my first boss at Clifford Beers Housing, and he was the executive director at Skid Row Housing Trust. He is a revolutionary to me because he introduced the housing first model to me and got me interested in affordable housing. He also is a revolutionary to me because he really incorporated quality design with affordable housing, and ensuring that all the permanent supportive housing he designed and built were quality and high standards.
So these weren't shanties?
No. He was known for really transforming affordable housing and permanent housing design to be more aesthetically pleasing and more design friendly for the residents living there. And some of the projects we worked on were the Courtyards in Long Beach, Elm Avenue Apartments, 28th Street Apartments in LA.
So Kimberly, you brought a couple pictures of these projects that you and Jim Bonar did together, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, well, let's check them out.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house was our castle and our keep. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house, that was where we used to sleep. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street.
Wow, I can see why this guy was a revolutionary in your life.
Yeah, he's awesome. And he's retired now, but I owe my entire housing career to him.
I had the pleasure of meeting him and the privilege of meeting him, and he is an amazing guy.
He was a huge inspiration to me.
This just in, we're getting breaking news from another one of our sideline reporters. Let's take it over to Zach and see what he thinks about Jim Bonar. Thanks a lot for that accurate reporting, Zach. We'll check back with you at another date and see what's going on. So this will take us over to our next segment, Swanky or Janky. So Kimberly brought an item that she wants to review, and we'll check out if it's swanky or janky.
This world is built on material things, but we ain't tripping off that. We want y'all to know this. Check it. I want it all. Money, fast cars, diamond rings, gold chains, and champagne shit. Every damn thing. I want it all. Houses, expenses, my own business, a truck, and a couple of Benzes. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers, and I'm balling every time I stop and talk to y'all. I want it all. I want it all.
So what'd you bring today, Kim?
I brought the Husky 225i. It's an electric chainsaw, and the reason why I brought it is because we have to cut wood to keep warm now. So it's a easier chainsaw than those gas power ones. It has this battery so we can recharge it off our solar panels, and it's also easy to use. And now that we have to cut wood to stay warm during the winters, I can use it too, no problem. I like it because we don't have to use a gas-powered one. There's no emissions. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty light. It's easy to use. I can use it and process wood and stay warm. And this is where you put your bar oil in, and we use veggie oil instead of petrol. So it's pretty sustainable.
Awesome. Let's see it fire up.
Just turn it on with this button. And you push this button down here. And this trigger.
Right on.
That's it.
So would you rank it swanky or would you rank it janky?
Definitely swanky.
Swanky. Got it. This just in, we're getting breaking news from yet another sideline reporter. Let's take it over to Eddie Grant and see what he thinks about an electric chainsaw.
We gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh no, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
Thanks a lot for that stellar reporting, Eddie. We'll use an electric chainsaw and then we'll take it higher. So this brings us to our next segment, which is Tiny Homes, Tiny Tones, and Kimberly brought a tiny computer to review to show us what a tiny computer will do in a tiny home.
Sure hope I don't end up on the street. Home boy, everybody needs a home. Home boy, everybody needs a home.
So Kimberly, what'd you bring us?
I brought a Steam Deck. It's a small, portable gaming device, but it also is a PC. So there's an option and you can turn it into a computer. And it's super tiny. I like it because we can charge it off our solar and it doesn't take a lot of juice.
Yeah, the Steam Deck is very, very awesome. I will say I love this thing. It is a very good gaming device, and it's also a desktop computer. It takes very little energy to run it. It's completely portable. In the future, we'll be doing a lot more reviews and a lot more content about the Steam Deck. It's just a really, really good item for a tiny home.
We filmed this entire show with the Steam Deck.
This just in, we're getting yet another report from another sideline reporter. Let's take it over to $50 and see what he thinks about Steam Deck. Thanks a lot for that fantastic reporting, 50. If the Steam Deck can't do it, it can't be done. And this brings us to our next segment that Kimberly suggested, and it's called Stuff That Can Do Two Things.
It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight.
So Kimberly brought us something that can do two things. Would you bring us today, Kimberly?
Well, I love stuff that can do two things. So I'm wearing this beanie that keeps my head warm, but it also is a light. We've had it for 5 years and it costs about $10. It's really comfy, and the coolest part is that the light comes out super easy and you just charge it through a USB. And we just recharge it with our solar panels.
So the two things that beanie does are...
Keeps your head warm and gives you light.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. This just in, we're getting breaking news from inside the courtroom where Jake and Sophia have an opinion on the headlamp beanie we just reviewed. Let's take it inside the courtroom and see what Jake and Sophia have to say.
I mean, after all, stuff can do two things, right?
Hey, I say that. That's my saying. Your Honor, she stole my saying.
People don't own sayings. Please, answer the question, Detective.
Thanks a lot, Jake and Sophia. It's true. Stuff can indeed do two things. So this brings us to our final segment, which is No Problem. It's a segment about solutions. So Kim brought us a solution today, which is the Housing First model.
Yeah, you can Google Housing First or permanent supportive housing, and it's proven to work. But the most important thing is to build sustainably. All housing, affordable and otherwise, should be built sustainably and with renewable energies.
So the problem is housing or homelessness, and the solution is the Housing First model. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. Homelessness is only solved by affordable housing. You need to have permanent affordable housing to decrease homelessness and housing instability. And the best way to build housing is sustainably, with sustainable materials and renewable systems.
So if you want to know more about the solution, you can contact Kim on her website or via her social media. Thanks a lot for coming on the show, Kim. We really appreciate your time.
Thanks for listening.
We'll talk to you next time.
See you then.
This just in, we're getting breaking news from the judges at the Dodgeball Championships of the World. Let's take it over to the judges and see what they think about the No Problem segment.
Joe's needs 2 yes votes to play. There's 1 thumbs up. Good news for Joe's.
Oh, please.
Let's see how our second judge votes.
Thank you for the send.
Oh, tough sledding there. It's all even. Their fate hangs on the thumb of our final judge. Thumbs up!
Thanks a lot for the vote of confidence, Chuck. We'll make sure we do you proud. And that'll about do it for this show. Don't forget to hit all the beep boop beeps at the bottom of the screen. And remember, until next time, Hot Topic is not punk rock, and Hot Topics are not punk rock.
MC Lars is more punk than you.
watches. Hello Kitty iPod cases. Rob Zombie lunch boxes. Slipknot binder paper. Tinkerbell pillowcases. Led Zeppelin air fresheners. Two Balkans as burners. Hot Topic is not punk rock. 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 Mrs. Candle Tins. ICP throw blankets. Beaded Elvis curtains. Talking laptop plush dolls. ACDC hair clips. SpongeBob wristbands. Sex Pistols boxer shorts. The Discord back catalog.
Maybe that's punk rock.
Hot Topic is not punk rock. Hot Topic is not punk rock. Hot Topic is not punk rock. Hot Topic is not punk rock. Hot Topic uses contrived identification with youth subcultures to manufacture an anti-authoritarian identity and make millions. That $8 you paid for the Mudvayne poster would be better spent used for seeing your brother's friend's band. DIY ethics are punk rock. Starting your own label's punk rock. Gigi Allen was punk rock. But when a craft corporate vulture feeds on mass consumer culture, the spending mommy's money is not punk rock.
Come on, boys, let's hear it for